Hey girl, how you doing? My name is Lope Dog. What's your name?
LaQuanda.
LaQuanda, do you have a boyfriend?
No, men always seem to be really intimidated by me, but I don't know why. No?
Well, I can understand how a pretty girl like yourself might make a man a little sick. Oh, I mean nervous.
Yeah, well, it takes a really special kind of man to be with me. You know?
Yeah, well, let me go find him. Damn, girl, you need to slow down with that.
You ain't my daddy, and you ain't paying none of my bills. Mind your business. Oh, that's my song.
Hi. Hi, my name is Lope Dog. What's your name?
Keisha.
Keisha. You always just shy, Keisha?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look here, Keisha. Why don't you say we go back to my place and have a little nightcap?
Oh, no. I just met you.
Hey, girl, the dog don't bite unless you ask me.
Okay.
All right, come on, girl.
I guess it'd be all right. I really should.
Come on, girl. Ain't gonna hurt you.
It's just that when I drink, sometimes I get a little crazy.
And that's what I want.
See, I don't want you to think I'm a freak or nothing like that, because I usually don't even go home with guys when I first meet them. But I just feel so comfortable with you.
And hey, and that's good, girl. Whenever you with me, I want you to just relax and be yourself.
You are so nasty. I should be going.
Hey, whoa. Hey, come on, baby, relax. Okay? Just relax. Don't you go nowhere. You in good hands now, girl. Nope, the dog's gonna take good care of you, baby.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah. I want you to just be yourself, okay?
I told you I could get a little crazy.
Yeah, you get crazy. Come on.
Okay.
All right, motherfucker, let's get it on. Oh no, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
Yo, welcome to the Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one red pill life far outweighs a billion blue pill lives, and where the soldiers get coming from the war, remove their armor, drop their swords, and have conversations with like-minded men. And indeed, gentlemen, I'm at your service. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I don't know, YouTube kind of put my channel on ice for some reason, like it doesn't grow, but you know, I still get people, new people in the comments, so I know it does. They just suppress these channels so much, it's crazy. I know that if my channel was like able to be what it was, like if I could keep all my videos from day one till now and monetize, I'd probably have like 100,000 subs by now, bro. But it's just like they make it to where you can't do the things to let it grow, and then when you do get progress, it don't grow. Cause I remember videos would do like 20,000, 25,000, 40,000 in like 2-3 days. Now them shits be like, it be struggling to get up to 10,000 and take a week or two to get to 20, like 20,000 views. And I'm pretty consistent around that area. But I just realized it just takes a lot longer. So I thank all of y'all for like even keeping with the channel and sticking to it and tuning in when you get opportunity, and supporting, of course, Patreon, donations, whatever you do, man. I appreciate that shit, bro, because I don't think people realize how much work goes into a lot of this shit, or they just don't realize like YouTube don't really, like, I don't monetize none of my videos. Like, as y'all don't realize when y'all click on the TMT video, it just comes on. There's no commercials. I don't monetize them. I just don't. You understand? Like, my YouTube account probably got like $3 in that shit. Like, dead serious. I just don't monetize because I don't want YouTube to feel like, because I'm getting commercials, that they gotta like put a magnifying glass on what I'm saying or the content. I just want to say what I want sometimes. So I don't monetize, I don't put commercials and shit like that. So when y'all support, it does mean a lot, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I was just having a crazy thought, right? And I'm just driving, man, and I just had a crazy thought, man. You know, you ever think about, and I was listening to a Grinch video, and he was just talking about like the Plantation Pocahontas and Project Bun. I ain't gonna say the P word, but like, it's crazy when you think about like certain chicks you used to fuck with, and how upon fucking with them, you just knew you was in the wrong, bro. Like, you understand? Like, man, I remember, I'm telling you, man, when a guy gets out of a relationship, and this was something I learned later in life, man. And this is what I just want. I really try to aim these videos at the young dudes, but I want you older dudes in the comments to confirm this, right? Like, when you finally, you get in a relationship where you putting all this energy into it, and it don't work out, and the girl leaves or whatever, something like that, and you go through your mourning stage or whatever the case, something beautiful happens to a man that I don't think we give enough credit to. There's like a metamorphosis, like a cocoon, like he goes into the cocoon and then he comes out, right? And it's like beautiful transformation happens to a man. And you know what that transformation is? He just stops giving a fuck. Literally. He just stops giving a fuck. And I'm telling you, for anybody who ever, you know, if you ever listen to a dating coach or any one of these guys who try to tell you it's like some magic formula to accessing women, like, I'm just here to debunk that and tell you, like, all that dating coach shit, that shit is bullshit, man. All of that, your energy and this and that, nah, it's bullshit, dog. All it really is you just stop giving a fuck. You don't give a fuck if a chick, you walk up to a chick and say hi, and she say, get out my face, you just walk away and don't give a fuck. Like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally gotta be like that guy. Like, you ever seen like a chick, and you ever seen like a chick that you might have dealt with, and you might have seen one of her exes, or you had a homeboy who was like one of those dudes. If a chick, he go up to a female and he say something to her, right? And she'll be like, yo, I don't want to talk right now, da 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 da. He that dude that'll like, oh, come on, and just keep going, right? And then you'll be like, yo, you think he harassing her, and then 2 weeks later, it's like his girlfriend. You're like, what the fuck? Like, that mentality is really just the guy that don't care. Like, this could be like the corniest dude on the planet, bro. Like, don't let these chicks fool you and make you feel like they only fucking with the cream of the crop, you know, Idris Elba type, and they're holding all of these standards for this high level dude. that shit is a lie, fam. There is one aggressive, lame-ass, corny dude who wore like lug boots back in the day, right? Wore his do-rag hanging with a looking like Malibu's Most Wanted type shit. There's a lame-ass dude who got them draws, who was her boyfriend, maybe her baby father, right? Because he just didn't give a fuck. He stopped. He didn't care if she said no. He kept talking to her. When she gave him the number, he kept calling till she picked up. And this is how their story always goes. You'd be like, damn. You might meet her and be like, damn, how you end up with that motherfucker? Like, this is corny as hell, right? And then what's she gonna say? Like, you know, I just gave him the number and he just kept calling. You know, he just wouldn't let up. And then, you know, we'll finally talk to him. He was cool, you know, but he kept asking me out and I kept saying no, but he just kept asking me and he was just persistent. And then, you know, I just kind of like gave in. And now she's like, she has this child now. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yo. Like, it's literally that easy, bro. Like, it's literally just not caring, man. Literally not giving a fuck. And when I say that, I mean like, and I bring it back to the plantation Pocahontas theory, like, because she's always gonna be there. And sometimes not giving a fuck will have you up under the wrong chick. You know what I'm saying? Or just a chick that you know you ain't supposed to be fucking with, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you get addicted to the victory of not giving a fuck. Like, you might get shut down, yeah. And then, but when you don't care, you just, you get addicted to that one yes. You keep shooting for it, and then you get it. And it might be that project chick, or that chick that live in the hood. You know what I'm talking, that chick I'm talking about. You like, fuck. And she's all for it. It's the yes comes so effortlessly that you just feel like, okay. You just like, hey, yo, I'm trying to holler at you, that you just whatever you say, right? And she's like, okay, give you the number, mad enthusiastic. Like, make sure you call me. Matter of fact, take this number too. And you like, damn. Right? You're like, this she's a little too enthusiastic, right? And then you call her, she like picking up on the first ring. Hey, who's this? Like, oh, you texting and she texting right back. You like, damn. Damn, man, she want to talk all along. As soon as you be like, come through, she like, all right. Like, damn. Yo, I done had one of those, man. I had a few of those in my day. You understand? I done had one that I met out in Compton. And she was like the friend of my homegirl. And sometimes I notice that I'll have like these chicks in my circle, like the friend of a homegirl or even a homegirl that I never did nothing with. But then the minute I made any type of push, it was like all go, all green lights. Like, yo, right? And these chicks will be around you. A lot of y'all dudes understand. A lot of these females will be around you and they'll be waiting on you. They'll just hover. Just like dudes will do. Like, dudes will know a chick that they like and they'll just hover. Go, go, go. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Dudes, man, people can't draw the shit. But a dude will just hover around the chick. Women do that too, man. You know? And there was just a friend of my homegirl, man. I can't remember her name, man. And she would come around, and when I started kicking it with my homegirl, she would come to little parties and stuff we would throw. And I would never put two and two together, man. And I don't even remember how I got her number. Like, I don't even remember how I did it. I just know it was like all green lights, like floor to the pedal to the metal, no stop signs, like everything was just phew, right? And I remember picking her up in Compton, bro. And I'm just like, man, she wasn't all of a looker. I ain't gonna hold you. She wasn't all that. But she was so enthusiastic about me. That's what I'm trying to say. She was so enthusiastic that I was letting it go. Like, you know what? This chick is like really on me. So you kind of, men are way more nicer with that than women are, right? women are so fucking callous and cold. Like, if a dude ain't what she like, she just like, I ain't tough. Like, she don't care unless you like, again, overly persistent, right? A dude, even though he might not be per se attracted to a chick, just because she's like giving him all green lights, he's like letting certain things slide. And that's what I was doing. I was being Mr. Agreeable, right? So we chilling and we go places to do this. I don't know why, right? And I couldn't even say that I wanted to smash. I couldn't even personally give you that yes or no answer. I was just kicking it with her, and she was kind of funny and shit. But I was like, what are you doing? The whole time I kept saying to myself, like, yo, why are you doing this? You see what I'm saying? Like, why am I fucking with this chick? I got other shit shorties. Like, why am I? Because she was so aggressive and so green light. It was like no effort taken. And I remember, I'll never forget one day, bro. We was watching a movie, fam. And I think I told the story before. We was watching a movie, and this chick had like this one piece. I never forget. It's like kind of like the jean material, but it was like a shirt with a collar and sleeves, but a skirt, short skirt. And she came over, and she didn't have no underwear on. And I did not realize this, right? But we're like watching a movie, and she's like, you know how you watching a movie, you laying on your back or whatever, and the girl like puts her leg over your body, right? And she putting her leg up over my body, and I just feel on my leg, cause I got like shorts on or something, I just feel like the nose of a pug, like a little fuzzy, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a little, like a dog's, like a nose of a, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but you know that's just a box. If you just feel something warm and wet, you know what I'm saying, on your leg, and I'm feeling this shit like, yo, right? Like, this chick was like already ready. Just felt like a koala. A koala was like doing a little nose, the Eskimo nose rub on my leg, like a koala bear nose, like. I'm just feeling that shit, like, what a little tickle, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the hell? So, and this is the one that I'm telling you, and then your hands start probing and shit is like green light, red light, 1, 2, 3, like immediately. And I think I dealt with that chick like one more time after that. And I just knew, because I knew that I didn't really want to, I always thought about the long-term effects. Like, you fuck with a chick that you really don't fuck with, and shit happens, man. And you be damned if you attach to a chick you wasn't even attracted to. But because she was throwing it at you and you smash and something goes wrong, now you got to deal with this chick for 18 plus. So I would cut things off, and to this day that chick hates my guts. You understand? Like, my homegirl don't even fuck with me because of that. And that was me just looking out for myself, because the chick was too hot in the pants for me, especially to be somebody I wasn't really feeling like that. She was way too, like, you know, whatever, nigga. I had to, just cause I know my nature, and I know, like, you could get carried away. And a lot of you dudes know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all got kids right now with a chick like that because you got carried away. And this is really for the younger dudes, man. Do not get carried away when a chick is like throwing you, making it too easy. Like, you gotta know how to pump the brakes. You understand? But also, because of my mentality was I don't give a fuck. Right? I got out of something semi-serious, licked my little wounds, and then I just was like, I was like motherfucking Mitch, money-making Mitch from Paid in Full, man. You just be like him sitting in the car with that one tear, mad, just like, any chick that has ever smiled at me, said some flirty bullshit, I gotta fuck, son. I gotta smash. I don't give a fuck no more, B. Like, that's how you gotta be. That's how I was, man. Like, that's how men are. When women leave them and shit go wrong, men turn into mercenaries. They go rogue. They're like Highlander. Like, it can only be one. Like, they are out there. And that's when you realize, that's when I learned a valuable lesson. All of this trickery and all of this skullduggery that dudes on YouTube are trying to teach, I always laughed at that. Because I'd be like, no, it don't take none of that. You just gotta not care. You know what I'm saying? What happens? And then eventually you start realizing that you just start racking up women to the point where you'll have a nice little team. And you really don't, and that's when you don't care. Like, you start having more women than you want. You gotta have the mentality of not giving a fuck and the drive to actually pursue it. That's the only thing that misses me at this point. Like, I don't have the drive. But back then I had the drive, and that was like 4 years ago. Like, I had the drive to just be on the dating app, just I had the drive to just, you know, see the girl in the grocery store, and I just got to say, hey, what's going on? And then if she don't say nothing, just like, you know, just keep walking. Or she say, hey, now all of a sudden I'm just starting, hey, what you got some frozen pizza, Red Baron? Yeah. You got that Red Baron pepperoni? Yeah, pepperoni. Supreme pizza? Oh yeah. You know, you just start that bullshit. Like, man, one day you should make me one of those. And the shit just be working. Because women don't really give a fuck what you're saying, honestly. They don't really remember. Like, unless it's some really clever shit. But if it's just the fact that you're like a little charming, you don't gotta be just saying all this fucking, my dear Rome, my dear Juliet, as the water and the sun rays bounce off your eyes, I see pools of infinite... Man, you gotta do none of that shit, man. Just talk about what's happening right in current events. That's it. Just what's happening in the moment. Just talk about that. Oh, what are you drinking? What are you doing? Oh, I like your hair right now. I like your shoot. Oh, I like your outfit right now. And just break the ice with that bullshit. And just go from there. That's it. Just not give a fuck. If she say no, just continue shopping in the grocery store. Don't give a fuck. Because a lot of times you can waste valuable time just by overvaluing or undervaluing yourself and giving too much of a fuck. Like, chicks will get bored with you because you're being too cool, or you trying to, like, I'll give a perfect example. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm just gonna keep it above. I know that, and I'm gonna tell you about my goofy times, right? And all y'all dudes, I want to hear your story in the comments of this particular moment. You fucking with this chick, right? And you taking it, you like her, but you're not trying to show that you're a savage, right? But yet and still, this girl deep down is a savage. And you're being Mr. Nice Guy, right? And then one day you just say, fuck it. Because it's not getting you nowhere. You know? And you just like, damn, you attracted to this girl, like, sexually. Like, you want her. Right? You kicking it with her, you all horny and shit. But you ain't really, like, taking it there. Right? And it's just dragging things out. She was at that point like a week ago, right? But you're still bullshitting your way into the friend zone, actually. So this is what happened, right? I'm fucking with this chick. This is like when I first get to LA. I'm fucking with this chick, and we going little places and driving around. She got a whip. I don't even have a car yet. That's how I just got here. So she picking me up. We going to eat, you know, shit like that. Going to the beach. We just having a good time, good old time. But I was so horny for her, like, right, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know that chick, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you be cool with her, but y'all be kind of kicking it, but when she like walk away or something, or you just be looking like, God, motherfucker, right? Like, ooh, like you want her. And I remember we went out to eat or did something where we was drinking, and I was a little drunk, and I wanted some ass. I ain't gonna hold you, like I wanted it now, like fuck that. I'm not going back to the crib. This is not happening. You know what I'm saying? Not again. Right? And I swear, we was driving in the car. We was on the, I know the exact, we was on the 101 or the 110, like going towards downtown LA. And she didn't live far from downtown, but she lived by USC. And I was downtown. So she's taking me to the crib. And I'm seeing like where I live, like approaching. Like I feel like, like it's about to be over. And you about to be, here you go again, about to go home with the dry balls, right? And I'm just like, And then I just say, you know what? Now or never. And you know what I said? I just said some shit to the effect of, yo, I don't know. My joint is mad hard and I just want the shit out of you. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I was drunk. I just said what I was feeling at the moment. And you know what happened? You know what she said? She said, ooh, you just want to fuck the shit out of me, huh? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, dead serious, bro. Like, we were just sitting there talking about some random shit, and I just blurted it out. Like, you know what? And that's dead ass what she did. She's like, ooh, you just want to fuck the shit out of me? Uh-huh. Yeah. Like, ooh, don't turn me on like that. Like, she just started getting like, she just changed. She just switched up. And ever since then, I always was like, okay. You learn these little things, man. And certain parts of it is like, I gotta share with you because there was nobody telling me this shit. Sometimes you just gotta stop giving a fuck, bro. If she was, my mind state was, if she's gonna drop me off at the crib and say, you fucking pig, and just never talk to me again, I was willing to take that risk. I was willing to take that risk. Like, fuck it. If this I'm going out, then I'm going out in the blaze of glory, man. Going out with her, throwing her fucking, going out, you at the bar, she throw her drink in your fucking face. Fuck it. Sometimes that dude who said that shit, get a drink thrown in his face. Next time the girl be like, let's go, daddy. I'm parked out back. Let's get out of here. You like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop giving a fuck, man. Just ask anybody in the comments. Just tell me a story when you was bullshitting and one day you just say, you know what, fuck it. Or it's a home girl that you was liking and then one day you just said, fuck it. You just say, yo, come over. She over there sitting on your crib on your couch. You sitting there hard as Chinese fucking algebra, Chinese, calculus. And you sitting there just horny as hell, and you not saying shit. And one day you just was like, you know what? This how I feel. And she was like, word, me too. You just whipped it out on her right here. She was like, okay, look, like real shit. Everybody been there. Like, this is really for the young guys who's still figuring it out. Like, yo, now in this era it's very sensitive to be like that, which I get. But sometimes you gotta know how to read the signs. Like, if she's around you consistently, there's attraction, right? And most of that attraction can be changed into physical things. It just depends on you. But once, if you don't do something about it, it like wears off, and then you immediately are not attracted to her no more. Like, it's literally like, if you don't get it while the get is good, then it's over. That's how it works. She'll be liking you, she'll be fucking with you, and then there's going to be a point when she's going to have sexual tension with you, and she's going to have a sexual attraction to you, and then you're just going to be still carrying things on, and then she's just going to be like, oh, well, so much for that. You know what I mean? Because especially if you feel like she exposed her sexual side to you and you did nothing about it, women take real strong offense to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, this dude, I just flirted with him like a motherfucker. And I just showed him that I want to give him some of his ass, and he ain't do nothing, they be offended. They either think you sucker or you just like you don't like her. You know what I'm saying? But yo, sometimes not giving a fuck is a way to if that's what you into, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about that because I was remembering that story and it made me chuckle. Because I was laughing about it because I remember how I was acting and literally, like I said, the only reason I did it because I've seen my crib coming up and I was like, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I was on panic mode, like literally. Like, yo, I can't do this again. Like, no. And I just said, fuck it, blah, 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 blah. And I just said whatever came out of my mouth. And everything I said was exactly the right thing to say. And she literally just turned into a fucking porn star. Oh, yeah, you like that? You just want to fuck me tonight, huh? Huh? I was like, oh, shit. She was in the car driving, like, looking at me like, yeah? I was like, yeah, uh-huh. That is right. Roger that, confirmed, yes. Yes, that is, everything I said is exactly what I mean, yes. And it was like, yo, that whole trip, that last little 5 minutes of that trip drastically changed. Everything was like, okay. It turned into where you want to go type shit. Like, you want to go back to mine? Like, motherfucker hit. We was going one direction on the exit. She got off, went out, and went back towards her crib. Like that. And I never bit my tongue again, yo. Sometimes you just gotta stop caring, man. About a lot of things. Like, you know, that's really what gets you over the hump, not caring about the loss. I think a lot of times we get worried about the loss or the rejection. You know, even when it comes to certain things in business or taking a risk with something you want to pursue, a lot of times we don't jump off the cliff. Like right now, I was talking to my homeboy who's in Southeast Asia like an hour ago. And he's like, what you waiting on? Like, if you plan on making a move or just going anywhere, if you want to go to the Philippines or whatever the fuck, he's like, yo, what are you waiting for? What's holding you back? And I was like, I don't know. I really couldn't give him an answer. Like, I guess fucking waiting to save. And he's like, did you at least buy a ticket? They cheap right now. It's the best time. Buy a ticket. Give yourself like a deadline. And I'm like, yeah, true. He's like, I mean, what are you waiting on, man? And he really had to give it to me, but he's one of those dudes who's like high ranking in the military, you know, led soldiers, like been a leader of soldiers before. You understand? And he was really just kicking it to me like he did in his military days. Like you need a plan. Like, what is your plan? Like, I don't know, I'm just save some money. He's like, no, like, what did you write it down? Do you know what you want to do? Do you want to do it? Are you sure? Like, seems like you're hesitating. I was like, damn, am I? Like, real shit. I'm like, damn, maybe I'm hesitating. Maybe I'm not being concrete with my moves. I'm just flowing through it, which is not always good. And that's why usually men that are good with women are pretty good at smart men, intelligent men, have been successful in other arenas. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're successful at life or money or business or just whatever they pursued, they were successful. Because it takes so much not giving a fuck and just be like, yo, listen, I'm getting mine. I don't care what nobody says. Like, that type of mentality. And if you take that to account with just females, usually it's like, if you just don't care, it's just like I said, the corny dude, the corniest of dudes, right? Who wears the gold chain with the money sign and the Skippy sneakers and still dressed like 50 Cent in 2002, like that guy. Like, might have a fine ass baby mom, like, or a fine ass girlfriend, and you don't know, like, how the fuck? And just like, cuz he just probably didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You didn't care. And sometimes not caring is what'll get you somewhere, man. The art of not giving a fuck. It goes a long way. A lot of you dudes need to learn how to not give a fuck, man. not care what people think, what they say, especially not women. So if you get to that point, it's like, you know, if you feel like you're a quality dude, you should have the mentality like, yo, you try to holler at a shorty, she be like, no, I'm not interested. Like, bitch, all right, that's your loss. The wolves will have their way with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you a decent dude, it's like, all right, you ain't fucking with me. It's only gonna be some dude gonna get you pregnant. So it don't matter to me. Like, all right, well, try to help you out, but you know, you just don't care. You gotta have confidence, man. Just don't give a fuck, man. Once you don't care, it's easy to take that risk. And if you believe in your confidence and your skill level when it comes to music or sports, you know, like a lot of sports is not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not caring. It's like, because a lot of things, the one thing that holds a lot of athletes back is confidence, especially in basketball. Like, I knew a lot of dudes. You ever knew a dude that was like, when y'all played at the park, maybe, with like a small group of people, or private people that he knew, motherfucker would ball out. Nigga, like unstoppable, right? But then when y'all go to school with everybody watching, now he's nervous. He don't want to shoot. He don't want the ball, like, cause he's like he don't got the confidence to be in front of people. And that's a big thing, like, to think of like what Kobe do and LeBron and Steph Curry and all these dudes, like what they do with millions of people watching is ridiculous. Their confidence has to be through the roof. Like their team, their family, their teammates, the general managers, the coaches, they really got to keep these dudes' confidence way high. You know what I'm saying? Like psychotherapy type shit. Like they really got to brainwash these motherfuckers into believing that they're the greatest. You know, through the media, through the conversation of the coaches, like, oh, you're the best. They got to tell you that so that you'll go out and, you know, because it's easy to get your confidence broke. You know what I'm saying? You have a bad game. And I had a lot of homeboys like that was just like unstoppable. But when you take them to school and it's time to do tryouts or something, that's a lot of dudes, man. They just don't got that I don't give a fuck factor. Like, it takes a lot to jump out the window and take a risk and bet on yourself. Like I said in another video, you gotta bet on yourself, man. This video isn't about women, okay? I know all y'all like, damn, what is he trying to be, a dating coach or a PUA or something? No, nah, man. This video is about confidence, period. It affects everything. Not giving a fuck. The art of not caring, bro. It affects everything in your life. You know? Like, you gotta want something so bad that nothing can tell you no. Somebody be like, yo, you ain't supposed to, what was I watching? Like Fight Club. Remember Fight Club? When they started the Fight Club and all the recruits was coming to the crib? You know what I'm saying? And they were coming to the crib like, dressed in black, and they come outside like, yo, what are you doing here? Yo, get out of here, man. What you standing on my porch for? Fuck out of here. They was throwing shit at him, hitting him with the broom. Get out of here, yo. What you doing here? You mad ugly. You too fat. You too late. Now look at your feet. Look at your face. Come on, man. Get out of here. And then they go back inside. And then they come back the next day and the dude's still there. And they would do that shit for like a week. And then finally be like, all right, go ahead. You stood outside for a week. That's how bad you wanted it. Like, that's real. Like, it's a lot of lessons in that movie. Like, yeah, you should have that type of determination. Like, where people gotta respect. Like, a lot of people say certain things, but about somebody who's successful, but a lot of the things they're gonna say is like he would not be turned, like, he could not take no for an answer. He insisted on being great. He took it serious. He was determined. Like, you gotta understand, that's why a business tactic is to make an offer or to offer somebody something and say, I insist. I won't take no for an answer. You put people in a position where you don't give a fuck. This is what's happening. I insist. You know, I'm not taking no for an answer. That's how a lot of people get shit done. Because they realize that the average person might not possess that type of hyper confidence. And they'll say, all right, since you insist, or, well, being that you said you ain't taking no, all right, you know, it's like that. That's what really confident men do. They say things like that. You gotta be confident to say that in the business arena or to a woman. You know, like, hey, we're going out. I'm taking you here. We going here. We coming through, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Like a lot of women, just off you saying some shit like that, will be like, shit, since you put it that way, all right. You know, like real talk. Because that's a confident statement. So while the whole world is trying to kick black men down, I'm trying to tell you to not give a fuck. Have that art of not caring, not giving a care. Like, win, lose, or draw. You understand? That's all that POA shit is. It's just being able to fucking take an L and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because them dudes, at the end of the day, they're really out there in high frequency. So you got to think. You might go out and maybe talk to one shorty, the average dude, maybe talk to two at the bar, might not talk to none. So you got a low percentage factor because you just, maybe you're not into that. I'm not saying it means you're a goofball or nothing. You just might not be where head is at. Sometimes you just want to go have a drink, watch the game, be to yourself, mind your business. I do that shit all the time. But when you think of dudes that's on an active pursuit, it's like they might go out and talk to 20 to 30 women. Maybe more. You understand? And get turned down by more than half of them, but might get 5 numbers. 5 chicks. Then you think out of those 5 is gonna be on some bullshit, and you think, oh, you got one that's trying to get down. I mean, that's what you want. I guess that's a win. It's a lot of energy, a lot of time, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody. That's what I'm trying to be better at that, man. I'm not knocking nobody. I think the manosphere or this space has to be a little more understanding, because everybody wants to tear us down for every little difference in belief that we have, and it's like we got to learn to be like, yo, this motherfucker think like this, cool. You know, except for the like real toxic motherfuckers. I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about dudes whose message falls along the lines of, you know, men doing better. You know, I don't really stress that, because every different methods work different for different cats. So that's really what I'm trying to get around. Just uber confidence, the art of not giving a fuck, man. Not caring, man. Throw all your cares out the window and just go neck first into it sometimes. And you'd be surprised. You get the results that, you know, you willing to sacrifice and take that extra step nobody else going to take. That's going to be what's going to give you that little bit of edge, man, when it counts. Trust me. The ability to go get something that other people aren't going to go to that length, when they start giving up, you just getting started. And that position or that spot is yours. Easy. You just fall right into place because you didn't give a fuck. But other people was bullshit. You know? It's just a little Monday motivation, man. You know? The art of not giving a fuck, man. Use it. Think about it. Let people get upset. Let them feel some type of way. Let a chick be like, no. Okay, whatever. Let her be like, you don't gotta be like, then fuck you then, bitch. Just be like, all right. Have a good day later and just keep walking, bro. It don't matter. Or you could be the dude to be like, yo, but I'm just saying, can we edit? Some dudes is like that. I'm not like that. Like, if a chick got a boyfriend, I ain't gonna be like, oh, well, hey, yo, you know, so you can't have no friend. Even though a lot of chicks is with that kind of shit. I just never really want to, I know this dude smashing, I really don't want to be like right in the same time scale as his penis entry into her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have a thing about that. Like, if I know somebody is smashing that consistently, then I'm good. Like, no thanks. But, yo, tell a story, man. For the young guys that's going to be in the comments, you older dudes, man, you seasoned guys, just tell a tale of a time when you was bullshitting with a chick and then you just said, fuck it. Or a situation where you was trying to get somewhere in life and you just say, you know what, fuck it. You just took a chance and the shit just worked. Like I said, I was with that shorty and I just blurted out whatever I felt about just wanting to have sex with her, and it worked. And she was turned on immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you was thinking about something to try to get some money and you just bet it all on black, like fuck. It just came up like, oh shit, that shit worked. Like, sometimes you gotta have that confidence to bet on yourself, man, and not care. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want y'all to share your stories in the comments, because I know they're gonna be hilarious. Shout out to all the subs, everybody on the Patreon, everybody who's dropped a donation or anything like that, or dropped a comment or a like. Don't forget to like the video, because they really are like really hiding these channels and unsubscribing you from it. Like, I get unsubscribed from mad channels all the time. So make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell, you know what I'm saying? So you can like get these videos, because you know I am sporadic. I'll take a break and then I'll come back with a bunch of shit. And then I'll just fall back for a while. So you kind of want to be in the mix, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for listening. Go check out them links, the Patreons and all that. Drop your comments. I want to hear your tales of when you didn't give a fuck and you took a risk and it didn't work. And it worked way more than you thought. And it built up your confidence of not giving a fuck. You understand? Because that's literally half the battle. You know how G.I. Joe was like, knowing is half the battle? It's true. And not giving a fuck is the other half. And I think if you got that formula, information and the courage to take a risk and bet on yourself, success is easy to maintain. You can get it. All right? Like I said, I want to see our brothers do good, man. To Thinking Man's Templar, may God bless your steps, everything you do. Have y'all a good week. It's a little morning Monday. Get right in the motivation for the rest of the week. Holla at me, man. Peace.